Welcome back, Guardians. Okay, Iron Banner, and this is effectively my last match of the week for Iron Banner. Um, and it's not been the funnest Iron Banner ever. I didn't like the first. We've got people quitting the match actually right now, or getting DDoSed. There's been some shenanigans on the other side that have just. Ugh, I'm not in the mood anymore. Um, if that runner shows up on me, I'm just, yeah, there you go. I'm not even going to commit. Come on, hurry up and finish this asshole entity. I want to be done. I got other things to do with my world. Yeah, okay. So, like the title says, we're talking about the loot. And honestly, loot is more than just your weapons and armor, ghosts, sparrows, and ships. It's also the transmats and everything else. They're going to make us play another fucking round. Oh, for God's sake. Should just call it. I mean, come on. Why? They're obviously going to fucking outgun us. Bulletproof Pat is unfucking killable. No, I'm not kidding, dude. He picked a great name for his tag. I don't know if it's just, if it's tilt like, like a warrior painting, their enemy's blood across their face or something like that, or I don't know if he's announcing that he is going to just openly fucking cheat. I don't know. I don't know. And it's bizarre shit that I have to fucking suss out on my own, I guess, or just come to terms with. But yeah, the game is PvP is just garbage. I don't really want to play it. Um, I told myself that I would play this season's Iron Banner, and if it comes back next season as Rift, I'm not touching it. Don't fucking care. The game is just not that important to me anymore. I wanted it to be. I do. I really did want it to be. I want it to matter. But the loot that I've gotten in this game, every single piece of loot except for two pieces of armor, which I am currently wearing. That, of course, being the Iron Forerunner and the boots and the gauntlets. I think those are the only two pieces of Iron Banner shit that I gotten this season that actually made it worth my time. Um, I don't play shotguns, so Reese Walker, no matter how good that might be of a role, don't care. This will never be better than my Cartesian Coordinate. Um, the pulse rifle with heating up fails against the battler I just got. Um, yeah, the loot has just been lackluster. The play experience has been, you know, I think I've had like maybe two, three matches where I was like, that was fucking awesome. And one of them was with my clanmate. So that should tell you something, right? Um, I just I don't feel the PvP in this game anymore. I'm sorry. Mayhem comes back, starts tomorrow, I think. I'll probably play a few matches of that just for the fuck of it because it's funny. Um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think Rift is a good match for Iron Banner. When you think of the time of the Iron Lords and what they were doing, they weren't trying to take territory. I mean, no, the Iron Lords weren't trying to. Nothing about Rift analogs very well with what the Iron Lord's time was about. The Iron Lord's time was about consolidating the light bearers, and really coming into their first stages of realizing what it is to be a guardian, fighting against the darkness, and trying to, unify the survivors. And I don't think a game of Rift is really what that's all about. Um, as far as I can remember from the lore tabs that I read ages ago, uh, the time of the Iron Lords was one of conquest and acquisition and things like that. And Control really fit that theme. Control was really, really nice. Perses D. It's a 150 auto sniper. I mean, scout rifle. I don't even play scout rifles anymore. I've got a night watch in here. It's a 200. Even though it has a higher impact, it seems to hit much weaker than everything else I have. So I don't know. Yeah, I just not have been very enamored with the loot. I just don't feel like it's getting me very far anymore, and yeah. I mean, I've had this knight errant helmet here for so fucking long. I wish there was like a way you can like index the time, like acquired on blah blah blah. That'd be kind of neat. You know, they do that shit for crafted weapons. It'll actually tell me where when it got crafted. When yeah, crafting date is July 5th. No, the 7th of May 2022. I think it is. I think it goes military time, day, month, year. And see what I could double check here because this is the most recent one I crafted. No, it is July 12th, 2022. Okay, so that is July 7th. It's month, day, year, so it's North American. All right, that's cool. Um, it's just that the city is based in Russia for the most part, or Europe, and yeah, it's just kind of weird that it's doing that. Let's find a unifying color for this. Let's find a nice shader. Let's see what's good on this. That's kind of wow. Okay, no, wait, maybe I don't know. Power Rangers. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's nice. Kind of slenderizing. Gambit, of course. Venomous. Sneaky, sneaky snake. It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to look somewhat nice. That's too bright. Mm. Yeah, we'll do the old vitrified chronology. That works out. Alright, cool. And then we'll just drop everything in the vault. And you guys can see what I'm talking about when it comes to the loot versus what we do. Um, so I did some rough math, and I spend about 100 hours roughly on. Oops, I just did a wrong thing. I did a oops. Um, I spend about 100 hours crafting and leveling a weapon. For instance, the syncopation. Yeah, right there. Basically, Blast Furnace 2.0. I went ahead and leveled it up to 16. Then I gave her some really good stats, and she does actually do really well. Just not better than the Battler, although she does occupy a different slot altogether. She's a 390 versus a 450. She's in the kinetics with stasis. She's in the. It's something there. So yeah, I'm keeping guns that I have been. That is actually the cartridge. You can't beat that, dude. I'm sorry. Most people in PvP do, but otherwise, not really. This is a boss killer. Um, yeah, so this is basically my gun collection, and I don't have really very big, nasty, cool rolls on everything. This is a fucking laser beam. Um, I'm not having much fun with the Fell. I don't really play snipers. As you can see, I have a sniper already. I do have the Arbalist here, and I do have this one here, but I find that putting this in the energy slot, in the kinetic slot, gives it energy ammo. She picks up with energy ammo because it's a special weapon. I do think that linear fusion rifles, sniper rifles, and sorry, and trace rifles should all be in the heavy slot. I really do believe they should be in the heavy slot. I don't think bows should ever be in the heavy slot. They should be in the energy slot or the kinetic slot only. Um, it's just that putting sniper rifles in the kinetic slot, the energy slot, and the heavy slot is just, in my opinion, a little bit abusive. It does get abused quite often. Anymore. I don't think I'm. Um, I don't know. I'm just not finding any real joy in the game, and it's not that there isn't anything to do. It's just that the stuff that I'm doing isn't rewarding, and that's why I'm not doing the raid. That's why I don't do trials. That's why I don't do grandmasters or legendaries. It's because they aren't rewarding for what I want out of the game. I don't want to spend 2 to 3 hours in a singular activity. And I just did that. I spent 5 hours in a singular activity, and I'm not even done with my characters. I still want to play my hunter, my main, my exo. I'm still playing my exo because the gunsmith calibrations, and but now I'm starting to think, though. I mean, if craftable weapons just aren't coming up being very all that powerful, then what's the point? And I mean, you have to grind to get the patterns, and then you have to grind to get the fucking gun leveled, and then you have to grind to get the materials to level the gun. It's just so much, and I'm just not. I'm not finding any satisfaction in it. I do find some joy in it. Moments of joy do occur, but a sense of satisfaction afterwards. It's kind of like, uh, how do I even describe this? It's like having that nice savory piece of cheese or chicken or whatever else protein you put in there. I don't think cheese has protein. You buy it and salty and stuff like that, and then everything's great. And then you take another bite of, and it's like just lettuce, and it's like not even with dressing on it, and you're like, you're trying not to gag and die. And it's like, why am I fucking with this? Why am I engaging with this? This is just not working for me anymore. And that's the way I feel about it. And I don't know, I go in waves. And yeah, when I'm playing with my friends and my family, I'm having a great time. But I'm playing with somebody, that interests me or care about, and it wouldn't matter if we were playing Destiny or Conan or Elder Scrolls or Minecraft even. Um, you know, before my, did I get any other? I thought I got another title or something. Another. I thought I'd gotten something or other. Can't remember. Man, I haven't really looked at any of this. What's this different about? What is this about? All, weekly, seasonal, career. Let's do the career one. Let's see what we got here for the career stats. Okay. Destinations, Pit of Heresy. Yeah, these are all the solo runs. I don't do them. I didn't do them. You can take a look at my stuff. I was a big fan of Gambit. I'm not gonna lie. Here are the raids. I did a Salvation. I did a Wish. That was back when you could like totally like glitch the raid and like massively load in. Like with I think we had 12 players at one point. It was funny as hell. Um, Scores, yay! Trials of Osiris. Yeah, I tinker in some stuff. It's like so. So I wanted to illustrate that um, it's not like I don't go for things. It's not like I don't try for things. It's just that once I finish doing so, I'm not very happy with the results. I'm not satisfied with what I did. I'm definitely not proud of myself. I should probably double check to make sure I don't need to infuse any of this stuff with the armor I have. Let me see. Okay, that's a 68, 67, 66. Yeah. Okay, it should all be alright. Whoopsie, did that wrong. I'm just gonna start collecting shards. Yeah, here we go. Here's another thing too. I've tried this thing a good half a dozen times. This event, that encounter, and fuck off, man. I can't fucking get it done right. That's why I don't play Titans. That's why I don't play Warlocks because I don't have that timing. I don't have that hyperactive squirrel timing, and I just don't want to do that. I want to get in and shoot stuff, and then get out and be happy. And I mean, I'm at a point right now where I think my loot is pretty solid. I think that's really what it comes down to is that I've played long enough that I know who I am, and I don't need to worry about I have a certain standard of loot now that just isn't going to be beaten very easily. Um, there's not much that ends up getting replaced for any reasons, and I think that's a good thing actually. It doesn't mean that I've reached the end game. It's just that I've reached the wall or the ceiling or whatever you want to call it of what it is I can do in the game, and I think that's kind of what it's all going to be for me. I'm really curious to see how far this can get pushed. I still want to level these guns. I'm really curious about this one too. I want to see what I can do with that. The Tittle, I don't really have a bow aside from Tiku's Definition. I mean, Tiku's Definition does everything for me. I don't have to. I don't have to struggle with that weapon. If I go into Vanguard Strikes and we're doing the Glassway and stuff, it annihilates ads. This just annihilates ads. It's just really really good. Here's another one that's really good. Actually, do I have the catalyst finished on this one yet? No, I don't. I have catalysts that I can do. That's kind of always something there. Like I said, I mean, I love getting loot, crafting loot. I love crafting items. I love leveling items and characters. I love theory crafting and stuff like that. Son of a bitch, word out of my mouth. And then we go attempting contacting Destiny service because because we're getting close to the fucking 5 o'clock hour, which I don't want to be playing at that time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and splash through my gunsmith calibrations, and that's gonna be it. So that's kind of it. Sharing for the. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime.